Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Kate and I love all things makeup, beauty, skincare, and fun. Today we're going to be doing an update on my makeup project pan for 2024. So I've officially been using these products for a month, so let's talk about what I used, what I didn't use, and what our kind of plan of attack is going forward. If you enjoy this type of content, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. I'd love it if you would subscribe, and without any further ado, let's go. Okay, so I did not, full disclaimer, I did not do as well as I would have liked, in my opinion, this month. That being said, I'm trying to show myself some grace because I want my project pan to be something that is meaningful, that is intentional, and that just helps me gently shift the way that I view makeup and beauty consumption. And the other thing too is I want to use products that I love and that like make me feel beautiful. And so if products aren't doing that, I want to be really cognizant of that. So at any rate, so I did put 2 foundations in for this month, and you can see that this is where we started and this is pretty much where we're ending it, maybe a little bit less, but the reality is that I only used this 3 times and I used this also 3 times. So total times I used these 6 times, which is not ideal, perhaps not ideal. That being said, it is winter. I live in the Northeast in the United States, and if you can't tell right now, I'm still sick, quite sick in fact, but I wanted to make sure that I got some content up for this week, but I'm pretty sick and I've not been feeling really great this last month, so I'm trying to show myself a little bit of grace in that way. But I definitely did not make as much progress on either of these as I would have liked. So I think where I only used both of them 3 times, I think my goal for this next month is to use them each 5 times. I think that that's a reasonable goal. That'd be 10 days of makeup wear, which is less than half of the month, that I would put either one of those on my face. So I think that I can do that. Let me know down below if you are doing a project pan, like please like kind of like I guess keep tally with me in terms of like let me know like how you did with your products as we go along here. I did have 2 primers in here. So the first one is by E.l.f. and I did some damage on this one. So this is what this one is looking like as of February. So I definitely think that this one I can use up by March. If I am diligent in using this, I think 10 more times, like at the same time that I'm using, you know, both of these, I think that I could go through this. So I think I just need to like pedal to the metal it here and really focus on using this up. This one I did not do so hot on either. I only used this 3 times. So what I did to see like if it would increase my chances of using it is I tried to create like an at work makeup bag that I kept at work, but where our break room is located, it's just kind of like out of the way, and that didn't really like produce the results I was looking for. So I don't think I'll do that again this month. I think I might try to store it maybe in my bathroom or in my purse so that I can do it in the car, or I can do it upstairs at work, or you know what I mean, like I can do it somewhere else and see if that like prompts me to be more willing or able to apply the products a little more readily. So again, I think I'm going to increase this one to try to use it 5 different times. This one really should not be that challenging. It's literally a spray. You know, like this should not be this grand event. I should be able to get through this. So I just need to really hunker down this month. I put a couple of different like bronze / contour products in here. The first one is a contour. This is by Westman Atelier, and this is in their shade Biscuit. I think I used this twice, so not good. Still quite a bit of product left. That being said, I do think that I can still get through this year. I would like to try to use this, I think 3 times. Should I do 3? I think I should do 5. Let's do 5. Let's try to do 5 times with this. I think what's a little challenging for me with this one is that I don't know where I'm going to use it more. You know what I mean? Because the reality is like if I am kind of doing my makeup on the go, quick, lickety split, I'm not as likely to do a cream contour. I don't know. I guess I'll have to kind of mull that over with myself, but I'd like to use this 5 times because twice was not enough. The other bronzing product I have is this one by Kosas, and this one I used a total of 3 times. And I can't get it open. Here we go. So this is what this one's looking like. It's really not, it's a baked product, so it's pretty hard to see any kind of significant progress with this one, but I am going to continue to try to make some progress on this. I still do not smell anything super rancid. Like, I know some people were saying that by the end of last year, this bronzer for them was smelling like dirty, moldy French fries. I have not had that experience, and I'm very grateful for that. So I'm going to keep plugging away at this. If at any time, though, it does start to smell gross, I will definitely give it the boot. This is the setting spray that we're currently working on. So it is, I'm trying to see here. This is where we started, and I'm trying to hold it up to the light. So it started right here, and we did make a little bit of progress because it's definitely down to around here by now. This one I used probably 4 or 5 times. This one I don't think I kept track of. I know I didn't keep track of it the same way that I did the others, just because I can kind of see a little bit better on this one. I do want to increase that though. I would like to use this at least 7 times throughout the next month, so I will make sure that we are documenting that as we go. Again, setting spray should be one of those products. For me, this is pretty easy. I'm pretty generous with how much I apply, and this one is one of those hydrating setting sprays. So really the time for me to use it is this time of year. So I really want to make sure that this is gone by the first half of this year. So I need to really step it in overdrive with this one. We did have one success. And this is all gone by Charlotte Tilbury. So this was her Magic Away liquid concealer. Guys, this is so gross. I don't even think they make this anymore. And I'll tell you why. It's because of this tip. It is so gross. I did use it up because I was like, all right, I paid for this. Like, I want to get my money's worth. You can see that there's like a little bit right in here, but literally this will not disperse any more product. You can also see the cap is like completely crusty dusty. I liked the formula of this a lot. I felt like it did a nice job with coverage. The problem is the poof, is that it's a pretty thick consistency. It's a very high coverage consistency, but the way that it's supposed to come out of this stupid poof, the two just don't work together, and so the poof gets so gross. So I'm very glad that I got the rest of this used up. Definitely will not be repurchasing at all. Do not pass go. I would like to see her have a similar formula to this, because I have her Magic Concealer, and anyway, I have I think her Radiant Concealer, and it's just not the same. Like, this is a pretty heavy duty concealer, so I'd like to see her do something like this again, but with infinitely better packaging. So this one is also by Charlotte Tilbury, and we did make a little bit of progress with this. So we started out a little bit up here, and then we're down to here. So I'm kind of hoping we can continue to plug away at this. Again, it's another one with the poof. And the thing with the poof, is that, like, over time, these just get gross. I mean, I consider myself to be a pretty clean person, especially in relation to my cosmetics. But anything with a poof, it's gonna turn into a mess. So I would like to finish this sooner rather than later. It's also one of those products that does not apply great over powders, which is a little bit of a challenge for me personally. So I think I might try to get some more use out of this, but not in my everyday makeup bag that I keep in the bathroom or like at work. I think I might try to be a little more strategic with like where I'm utilizing this product. A bit more success we had is with this one. This is by CoverGirl, and it is their pressed powder in the shade 110 Porcelain. So you can see we definitely have some pan. You can see we definitely have a little bit of pan in there. This packaging is also definitely on her last leg. So I am gonna try and see if we can't use this up. I think we should be able to be done with this by April. So I think when we meet again in March, this will still have powder in it. I'm hoping that when we meet again in April, this will not still have powder in it, because I would really like to kind of get this one done, out of the way, moving on. I should clarify, I do really enjoy this powder. The thing is that like it goes on pretty matte, but throughout the day, it's one of those powders that is not going to keep you super matte, which can kind of work out in times of year for me with combination skin, where I'm not necessarily wanting to be super, super matte. I'm wanting, you know, my oils to poke through a little bit, but this is like pretty adaptive to your skin type. So I would personally say that for me, this would not work great in the summertime, and it's going to work best in the winter and spring. This Gloss Bomb by Fenty she's struggling. Friends, she's struggling. I only used her twice, so that's not great. This is in the shade Fussy. I am not sure about how to increase that number, to be honest. I'm not too sure. I do want to try to use this at least 5 times throughout the next month, because I think twice is not a good number. And again, I think just like where I was using it was maybe not like the best place for that. So I need to maybe figure out a way that I can have this a little more. I need to figure out a way I can have this a little bit more readily accessible to me, because I would love to have this gone by the end of this year. That would be just fabulous. I've had this for a very long time. It still smells fine, but by the end of this year, she's got to go one way or the other, and I'd love to get my money's worth. Last couple of products I have for our makeup project pan, I have this one by E.l.f. This is their Instant Lift Brow Pencil. So I did not track, honestly, how many times I use this. There's still a substantial amount of product in here. I'll be honest with you though, brow products are not something that I am super worried about. I don't have a ton of stock of these, and beyond that, it's a product that no matter what, if I'm wearing makeup, I'm wearing an eyebrow pencil. So I'm not super concerned about this one. I'll just kind of like, I want to keep it in rotation. I want to use it up, but I'm not going to put a ton of pressure around it. This one is BFF by ColourPop. I did use this a handful of times. That being said, again, it was in my makeup work bag, and you can see it's like dead as a doornail. And that's because I forgot to pack a pencil sharpener. So that was like dumb. That was incredibly dumb of me. So yes, gonna keep working on this one. Again, not like super concerned about this one, but I would like to see how long it takes me to go through it when I can actually sharpen it. The final product in here is this one by NYX, and I actually don't think I added this one the last time, but when I was going through kind of like my makeup bags at work, I found this one in there, and I was like, I should use this up. First of all, it has a 6-month shelf life, and it's definitely been open longer than that. That being said, though, I used this twice throughout the month of January into February, and each time it didn't feel great on my eyes. So I'm gonna give it a couple more chances to see if it does anything, and also like if it hurts to wear it, I'm just gonna toss it. But I just wanted to like let you guys know I did throw this in there. Because we used up that Charlotte Tilbury concealer, I want to make sure that we're adding something in, and this is an oldie but a goodie. This is by Marc Jacobs. It is their Extra Shot. This was their caffeine concealer and foundation. I have mine in the shade 120 Light. You can't get your hands on this anymore. Marc Jacobs went out several years ago, which means that I really need to get my use out of this. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see here. But there's definitely like some product used in here, so I definitely want to add that to the rotation, and I think the goal for that one is going to be 5 different uses. So I think for most of these products, 5 is like a good number, with the exception, of course, of like eyebrow products, setting sprays, and primers, because the reality is those are products that I'm going to use every single time. So I feel like we're in a good place right now. We have a good curation of products, a good mix of like different types of finishes, and I don't feel as of right now like super pressured in a way that makes me feel yucky to like use these products. These are products that I have been enjoying using, so certainly I will be sure to connect with you guys again next month. Let me know again down below, how are your project pans going? Do you find these to be helpful? Do these help? Because project pans can go like one of two ways. It can feel really punitive and negative, and so some people can't stand the darn things, and other people it's like a gentle reminder to themselves about like, hey, it takes you a really long time to go through cosmetics. You don't need to buy 75 blushes. And so for me, it can just kind of be helpful. And it's also, it like makes me feel good to use up the products that I spent my hard-earned money on. So in that way, these are kind of a positive experience for me. But let me know down below. How is yours going? What are you adding? What are you taking away? Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel down below. As always, please stay happy, stay healthy, and stay blessed. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.